Redskins Stadium would become FedEx Field. But it seems as though the new name will be an acquired taste.
You're kidding. Are you joking?
FedEx Field, I did not know that.
That's just like changing Haagen-Dazs to just plain vanilla.
I've lived in D.C. my whole life, and I do not associate the Redskins with Federal Express.
Music Now and Bohemia. Have you guys thought about going into putting your name on like a stadium at all? Like Music Now and Bohemia Stadium?
No.
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 FedEx, man! You gotta be feeling great today. This is one of the biggest days in the history of FedEx.
Yeah, how you doing?
Do you know why?
Yeah, we bought the stadium.
I mean, man, look at you. Look at the business you're getting already. What are we gonna do with UPS? We gotta give UPS a field? I mean, now that you have a piece of the club, FedEx, man, what would you suggest?
Better defense to start.
Better defense.
Yeah.
It always comes down to defense, doesn't it? No matter what you name the stadium.
You got that right.
All right.
The Wizards kind of went into that draft last night with their hands tied behind their back, didn't they?
That was a very good way to put it. Jordan didn't. Michael Jordan, first draft here with the Wizards, really didn't have a whole lot of creativity. Really wanted to trade up, but unfortunately that didn't happen. Hello, everybody. The Wizards had the 35th pick in the draft. They selected Mike Smith in this draft. That is not to be confused with Dunbar's Michael Smith, who's already on the roster. This is going to be fun if they're both on the roster at the same time. But with that said, Mike Smith comes from obscure Louisiana Monroe. This is in the Southland Conference. Michael Jordan did hope to move up, wanted to trade up, but no team seems to be going out of its way to help Jordan. So as Jordan tries to keep up with the Joneses, he takes a Smith.
I like seeing hungry people. You know, he's probably hungry for some spotlight.
At Shea Stadium tonight, it's John Rocker night. There will be 700 police there, a heavy police presence. That's the most security at Shea since the Beatles in 1965. Last night, Rocker checked into a Manhattan hotel. This is a 4-game series. Today at 1 o'clock, would John Rocker take the 7 train? Would he take the train that he described so brutally, and would he take that train to Shea? No, instead he's under heavy security, and Rocker is escorted into an unmarked police van. One of Rocker's teammates on the Braves is a native New Yorker.
I'm sure it won't be pleasant, but it'll be interesting at the same time, too, because there'll be some great games being played.
Even without the distraction of Rocker, this has all the makings of a pretty terrific series tonight at Shea. Maddox goes for the Braves. Rocker's opposite, the anti-Rocker, was at News 7 today. He is Baseball Hall of Famer Ernie Banks, and Mr. Cub was in D.C. to educate people on high blood pressure. Banks is the only player in the 500 home run club who didn't play in a postseason game. But his disposition has made him one of the most loved players in the history of baseball. You have any thoughts on if this is a viable baseball market?
Yes, baseball can survive in Washington. It's a powerful city, and it's a city that understands everything about baseball.
It's the hands and the wrist. Am I wrong?
Keep going.
That's where you got the power from.
That's it. You can be fool on a pitch, but your hands are the ones that are always there. Mm-hmm. The quick, active, strong hands, what makes the difference.
Where does Ripken fit in amongst the great shortstops, amongst the Ernie Banks, amongst the Honus Wagners? Where does he fit in there?
Well, he's at the top because, as you know, he's on the all-century team and just a great player. Jeter's great, Nomar Garciaparra, Alex Rodriguez, but they have to really come a little higher to come close to Cal Ripken. Mm-hmm. It's a beautiful night, and I'm happy to be with you. Let's play 2. Let's do 2 shows. I did it my way.
I know I'm fawning.
Give Frank Sinatra a run for his money.
I know I'm just, fawning all over the great Mr. Cub, but he really was a gem, a passionate man, a terrific guy, never said a bad word about anybody, and nobody ever said a bad word about him.
And also a different era when you looked up to who the athletes were. People forget there's a baseball game going on in New York right now.
That's exactly right. He played 19 years with the Cubs, all with one team. and he is still regarded, with apologies to Sammy Sosa, still regarded as the greatest Cub of all time.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, everybody, the message of today. Go get yourself a nice pair of inline skates. Dust off that old college sweater, eh? You know, the cell phone your boss told you to keep on at all times? Well, turn it off, put it in your pocket, let it fly. Pretend that you're Sakic, crossing center ice. He shoots his goals. Curl, curl, short, choppy strides. Oh, I love this game.
Dan Brady.
I gotta get to Atlanta. My people need me. There's bedlam in the streets. I gotta get to work.
Up in the sky, it's a bird.
It's a plane.
It's Superman. Yes, it's Superman, strange visitor from another planet who came to Earth with powers and abilities far beyond those of mortal men. Superman, who can change the course of mighty rivers, bend steel in his bare hands. And now, another exciting episode in the adventures of Superman.
Awesome! You're awesome!
Hey, you're awesome.
All right.
That was great.
Thanks a lot. You're great.